Even your treasure is safe from me. Hey guys, so this is some bonus content and for future updates too. So once we actually finish Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six story mode, we're going to be jumping back into Diablo 2. And we're going to knock out the last two characters. Now, like I said, this is an update video plus some side bonus content. I've officially done it. I've joined the big leagues. I've always seen people people like big Diablo 2 YouTubers like Mr. Llama and Dabrowski always say, you should always try out the Diablo 2 mod Pluggy. Well, I've officially installed Pluggy, and I've actually been playing with Pluggy for the last week. Basically, if you don't know what it is, it's an extension mod to Diablo 2 for either Resurrected or just regular Diablo 2. It's made for single player. So do not play this on Battle.net because you will get your account banned. It gives you multiple pages for your inventory, so instead of just having the one, I think at like 100 or something like that. That one sorceress that we finished up with for our last Diablo 2, I already got her to level 90. So I've been playing with her, magic finding, and I've actually found some decent stuff. I'm still on the hunt for Tal Rush's armor itself, which has been very evasive trying to find. But Pluggy gives you listings of all your magic find, different types of stats, your resistances and stuff like that. So it gives out a lot of pretty good stuff. Even allows you to even reset some of your actual basic stats, like your strength, your dexterity, your vitality, energy, without actually having to use a token, which is really nice. And I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing with your skills. So Pluggy is perfectly free too. I haven't had a single problem with it whatsoever. I highly recommend you watch Mr. Llama or Dabrowski's videos. They get a little more detailed to actually install Pluggy, but it's super simple, like maybe 5 minutes at most. But this one I'm here we're going to identify some of our stuff that we've actually magic find up. And I've been wanting to save this for like bonus side content, crap like that. But as for our gear, we've done a lot increasing our gear since we've been playing the sorceress. So now we officially have chance guards. We're at 35%. 40% chance guards is the best you can get, so I'm really happy about those. We have our magic find rings. 30% is the best you can get, but I got 21s. We've got a Tal Rush's belt, which I'm really happy about. I got that from Mephisto. Another Magic Find ring, 23 there. We got the highest boots that I can get for just standard Magic Find boots, which is 35%. Still trying to go for those Travicals, which gives you like 50% Magic Find on boots. Highest percentage in the game that you can get. Spirit. The one thing is Spirit is considered a ladder rune word. So ladder rune words can only be made in Battle.net. However, if you have Pluggy installed, it allows you to make ladder rune words on single player, which is extremely helpful, especially when you go into hell difficulty, where those type of rune words are really going to help you out. Because if I didn't install Pluggy and get my rune words that I needed to get through, I don't think I'd ever been playing the sorceress whatsoever. I got my first Serpent Magi armor from Mephisto, and normally you can stick an Rune into it, or you can stick a Perfect Topaz, depending if you're going to go in for like Glass Cannon, you're going to want the resistances for the high damage, or if you're going to go for Magic Find, you're going to want Magic Find and FCR, which is faster cast rate. 35 or 40 magic resistance is the highest you can get on a Serpent on a Magi's armor. I got 32, so I'm still very happy about that. I stick the Perfect Topaz in there, which gives you that 24 increased Magic Find, because that's what I made her into. We got the Tal Rush's helmets, which I'm pretty sure I got that off of Mephisto, which is really nice. We got Tal Rush's amulet, which I got off of Mephisto. I was so happy about. Now the thing with this, out of my personal opinion, out of all of Tal Rush's armors, which is the amulet, the helmet, the body armor, the belt, and the orb, the amulet, in my opinion, is the hardest one to get, strictly because there's 9 different set piece amulets in the game, and because you can only get Tal Rush's thing I want to say you may be able to get it in Nightmare, but usually just hell difficulty. So you have to cycle through 8 different set piece amulets just to hopefully try to get Tower Rushes 1. And I was so happy about it. And then we got Oculus. I do apologize there. Too much monster. I got this one from Mephisto too. It's great because it has that 3 sorcerer skills. It has that fast cast rate. It has that all resistances of 20. It automatically comes with a magic find of 50%. The only annoying thing about Oculus is it has that 25% chance to cast a level 1 teleport when struck. So when an enemy hits you, it'll randomly teleport you to somewhere else, whether it be in the same room or a different room. And that can be somewhat tricky because if you're in a crowded area with a lot of monsters and you're trying to teleport away and one of them happens to hit you, you may actually get teleported into that crowd of monsters and die. I've already died like 3 times on this goddamn sorceress as is strictly because of that reason right there alone. We managed to get a Geeds. Geeds is a unique grand charm that, as you can see, provides magic find. The first Geed ones I got, I think it was like 20%. 20% is the lowest Geeds you can get. 40 is actually perfect. This is our second one we got from Indariel on hell difficulty, and been rocking with that ever since. We have an Annulus. Now, you may not even have heard of this charm whatsoever. You get this from a Diablo clone, which usually if you play on Battle.net, sometimes you may see a rare message pop up saying a certain amount of Stone of Jordans has been sold. Diablo walks the earth. Well, he's basically like a lesser version of a Uber Diablo, and he has high health regeneration. He hits extremely hard. So if you have something that has prevent monster heal or open wounds, something that's really gonna hit him hard, he eventually drops this, and he will spawn next to or off a unique monster. What happens to be a zombie or a Rakanishu, somewhere within one of those enemies he'll actually spawn off of, and you'll see like either an Inferno or a Druid's Armageddon happening, and there's a Diablo that's right there. He can only be spawned on hell difficulty, so it'd be somewhat kind of tricky to take him on. The rest of the stuff is just like magifying amulets and health charms and stuff like that. I got a lot of good stuff. This is the stuff that we're going to be identifying, but as for the moment, I got like full Eisenhearts, full set pieces, mid to low set pieces. I got a Thunderstrokes, which is for your Amazon. I got Titan's Revenge, which is another Amazon ones. I got those from like Mephisto and Bale. Bale dropped me a T-Gods, which is really nice. Bunch of amulets, bunch of gems, more other set pieces and stuff like that. We're like one piece away from getting Natalia's Mark, which is made for the Assassin, which is the Claws. So there's a lot of good stuff that I've gotten that we're eventually going to be using for our featured characters of me actually playing Diablo. And because with Pluggy, I can save a lot of the stuff and actually share it with my other characters, it's going to be really nice. But let's get to the identifying part, the part that I actually saved, wanted to actually share with you guys. But I've been trying to get Tower Rushes armor for like last 4 or 5 days, and it's just eluding me like crazy. Alibaba's, we got that from Mephisto. I actually got 2 of them from Mephisto. It basically gives you magic find based on your character's level, and it comes with 2 sockets. So since I'm level 90, I get 90% magic find. And usually with this, you want to put an Ist's Ruin in there, which you can get from your either Hellforge or you can get from Hell Countess, which gives you 25% magic find. And most people will stick that into an Alibaba's for that reason. I've mostly just been rocking with a 3-socketed thing there. So we're going to start with this one. Spiderweb Sash. This is an arachnid mesh. It is the rarest belt in the entire game because of its stats, but it also gives you 1 to all skills. I got this from Bale. Considered to be one of the hardest items in my personal opinion to get, which tends to be dropped from Mephisto. I got it from Hell Bale. I was hoping when I was hunting down for Tower Rushes armor, I was hoping to get that, and suddenly this appeared. I'm like, okay, never gotten Arachnid's Mesh ever since I've been playing Diablo 2 on Battle.net, and I happened to get it on single player, so I'm really happy about that. Arachnid's Mesh. $1 skills, 20% caster fast rates, slows targets, 112 defense, increased mana. Well, actually, there's Venom on there too. So if anyone's ever gotten this belt, let me know. Is this considered to be good? Is it an okay stats? Because I've never gotten it ever since I've been playing Diablo. We got hold on a minute there. We got our first facet. Now, if you don't know what a facet is a unique type of jewel that gives certain resistances, whether it be poison, fire, ice, cold, lightning. It gives you increased elemental damage to whatever you happen to be. A lot of ones people try to pawn off for poison ones, for poison necromancers, which tend not to be played very much. Remember Debrunski saying that 5/5 is the best you can get, so it's like 5 enhanced damage and like 5% weakness to that element. So like a 5/5 lightning would be like you get a 5 increased damage to your lightning, but it gives a 5 increased weakness for enemies to be weak to that lightning too. I'm pretty sure lightning is the best one you can actually get. I got this from Diablo himself, from running Hell Chaos. So once again, trying to hunt that Tower Rusher armor. So let's see what we get here. We got a 4/3 lightning. Okay, I'm not upset about that. The last time I got a facet was 3 or 4 years ago, and that was on BattleNet. We're not a lightning sorceress, but I do have lightning gear that I can make a jabs on for. So I'm not upset about that. Usually when you get a facet, it usually tends to be pretty good. This one I'm kind of excited about. Swirling Crystal. You get a Swirling Crystal set piece in Hell difficulty, or even on Nightmare, it's always going to be Tower Rushes. So the best you can get is a 2/2/2, which is for your 2 to Cold Mastery, 2 to Fire Mastery, 2 to Lightning Mastery. The worst ones you can always get is a 1/1/1. Oh, we got the worst one, 1/1/1. Damn, that sucks too. But hey, it's Tower Rushes thing, so I'm not really gonna complain too much about it. So we're gonna go. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna do this one, Kraken Shell. Kraken Shell is the Leviathan armor. It's like a mint, like a neon mint green armor. It's really good for the for your mercenary, depending which mercenary you use. If you use an Act 2 or an Act 5 mercenary. I got this in the Ancient Tunnels, and it's my second time ever getting Kraken Shell. So let's check this out. As you can see, the green to it. Undestructible, 197 enhanced defense, I'm pretty sure 200% is the best you can get, so I'm not mad about that. 149 defense, 49 to strength, and damage reduction by 15, and it's a 1705 armor. So that's really awesome. I might put this on my mercenary. I don't know. I have treachery on him for right now. This is another one. I'm pretty sure this is corpse plates, but I got ethereal, and I got this from Bale. Yeah, corpse and mourn. Excuse me. That's like a 1838 armor. Got that Iron Maiden. You got the fire damage, the enhanced defense, 8 to strength, 10 to vitality, cold resistance 35, corpse explosion. Of course, it's being ethereal. But any ethereal gear you put on your mercenaries can't be damaged anyway, so you don't worry about that armor breaking on them. So that's another actually good mercenary armor. This one I'm pretty sure I know what it is, since it's a Templar's coat, which is it's Templar's Might, I think it is, which is gives you 15 maximum resistance to all your resistances. And there's Tyrael's Might, which is the hardest item in the game to get. It's even harder than Griffin's, which I think was like 1 out of 300,000 chance of getting a Tyrael's Might, which I've actually gotten one time in my entire time ever playing Diablo 2, and that was my like level 90 something sorceress back in the day with full Tower Rushes gear, going through Ancient Tunnels, and bam, a Tyrael's Might dropped in Ancient Tunnels, and I was super excited to find out that I got the rarest item in the entire game. Yeah, or excuse me, Guardian Angel. Really good armor, because it gives you that resistances, that maxed out resistances and stuff like that. It's made for a paladin, but you can also put this on your mercenary and try to keep him alive a little longer. We have another Magi skin, 27. Wow, okay, I'm really glad I didn't get that. We got the T key. We got our first high ruin, a Cham ruin. I got this when I was trying to farm Bale through his minions, and one of them happened to drop a Cham ruin and Throne of Destruction. I was super excited about that. And we also got an ruin. We got that in Stony Field too. And apparently Stony Field is actually a really good area to get high ruins, and because of the multiple low-level enemies that are actually within that area. And then the last two ones is 2 unique rings that basically drop from Hell and Dario. So I've watched Mr. Llama and I've watched Debrensky try to get Sojo's, which is Stone of Jordan's, and it's like 1 out of like 1,200 something chance of one dropping that one. And I think when Debrensky did it, he had like 100 unique rings. I think 2 or 3 of them were actually Sojo's. So, but Nightmare and Dario is the best place to get it because she can only drop 3 rings. Apologize. Okay, 24, so I'm not mad about that. I will definitely switch that out. Dwarfstar. Okay, I'm not upset about that either. Dwarfstar is really good, especially if you want to get something like Travancore, where they're going to use a lot of those Hydras. And as you can see, the Stone of Jordan thing just popped up. So, usually Dwarfstar and Ravenfrost tend to get crapped on a lot because there tends to be better rings, and especially of a better ring. I think I have the rest of my rings here. Where's that ring at? Yeah, Wisp Protector. I'm pretty sure I got that in Ancient Tunnels or Bale. I don't exactly remember, but that was the first Wisp Protector ring I ever got. Really nice ring because of that Lightning Absorb, especially if you're going into like Plains of Despair, you take on Iswal and stuff like that. You don't really have to worry about souls too much. But the best part about it is because it gives you those Druid spirits too, so will help you out a lot. But wanted to share my video of that. For future Diablo playthroughs, we're going to be playing on Pluggy because it allows me to use rune words, and because I have so much set gear pieces already, I can already equip that, and it's going to make the game a little more easier for us. But hope you guys have been staying safe, healthy, and sanitized. Make sure to drop a like, drop comments below, think about subscribing, and let me know. Have you tried using Pluggy yet? And if you haven't, I highly recommend it. It increases single player for Diablo 2 a lot more funner, if that's a word. But I'll see you guys around.